Noah Lyles, the track superstar who was supposed to light up Paris 2024, just got hit with a bombshell. He's suspended from the Olympics. Wait, what? The guy who's been smashing records left and right? Yep, that's him. But here's the thing, this isn't just about a suspension. It's about a dream that might be slipping away. Now, you might be wondering how Noah Lyles got to this point. Let's rewind the clock and see how this track star went from youth phenom to global icon. Back in 2014, a young Noah Lyles was already making waves. He snagged gold at the Youth Olympics, showing the world he was a force to be reckoned with. But that was just the beginning. High school is where Lyles really started to turn heads. He wasn't just winning races, he was shattering records left and right. Get this, he broke a 31-year-old national record in the 200 meters. That's right, a record that stood for over 3 decades fell to this high school kid. But Lyles wasn't done. He kept racking up tillies like they were going out of style. The USA Junior Championships, he honored them, taking home gold in both the 100 and 200 meter races. It was like watching a young Usain Bolt in the making. As Lyles stepped onto the global stage, the track and field world took notice. This wasn't just another fast kid from the States. This was someone special. His speed, his style, his confidence, it all screamed future champion. You know how some athletes just have that it factor? That's Lyles all over. He wasn't just winning races, he was putting on a show. His personality was as electric as his performances. Fans couldn't get enough of him. But here's where it gets interesting. Lyles isn't just about personal glory. He's got big plans for track and field as a whole. He's not satisfied with just being a star. He wants to make the whole sport shine brighter. You see, Lyles has been vocal about wanting to boost track and field's popularity. He's not just running for medals, he's running to put his sport in the spotlight. And he's not shy about it either. But that's not all. Lyles is also pushing for better pay for athletes in his sport. He's seen how other sports treat their stars, and he thinks track and field needs to step up its game. It's not just about him, it's about all the athletes putting in the work day in and day out. Think about it. How many track and field stars can you name off the top of your head? Lyles wants to change that. He wants to make sprinters household names, just like NBA or NFL stars. It's this drive that sets Lyles apart. He's not content with just being great. He wants to elevate the entire sport. That's the kind of ambition that turns good athletes into legends. You might think Noah Lyles' biggest battles are on the track, but the truth is, his toughest fight has been going on behind the scenes. This superstar sprinter isn't just racing against the clock. He's been in a constant struggle with his own mind. Lyles has been open about his mental health challenges, and it's not pretty. He dropped a bombshell when he said, "I've been on and off antidepressants and just dealing with depression or anxiety about all my life." Can you imagine trying to be the fastest man in the world while fighting these invisible demons? But wait, there's more to this story. Lyles has been dealing with these issues since he was just a kid. He's been in therapy since he was 10 years old, all because of bullying about how he looked. That's a heavy weight for a young athlete to carry. Now picture this, you're at the top of your game, ready to take on the world, and then bam, a global pandemic hits. That's exactly what happened to Lyles. COVID-19 didn't just mess up his training schedule, it threw his whole world into chaos. Races were getting canceled left and right. How do you stay motivated when you don't know if you'll even get to compete? It's like training for a marathon and then being told you can't run. Lyles had to dig deep to keep his focus during those uncertain times. But the pandemic wasn't the only thing weighing on Lyles' mind. Remember the George Floyd protests? Lyles felt that too. He was dealing with the pressure of being a top athlete while also grappling with the heavy issues affecting his community. Talk about a mental workout. All of this came to a head at the Tokyo Olympics. You'd think being at the biggest sports event in the world would be a dream come true, right? Not for Lyles. In his own words, "I was really sad during the Tokyo Olympics. But can you imagine standing on that global stage? Cameras everywhere and feeling that low?" Lyles went to Tokyo with dreams of gold, but he left with a bronze medal in the 200 meters. For most people, an Olympic bronze would be the highlight of their career, but for someone like Lyles, who's always aiming for the top, it felt like a letdown. But here's where it gets interesting. Lyles didn't let that disappointment break him. Instead, he's using it as fuel. That bronze medal, it's not just a piece of metal, it's a constant reminder of what he's working towards. Every time Lyles looks at that that bronze, he's not seeing third place. He's seeing motivation. It's like he's got a chip on his shoulder, and he's using it to push himself even harder. So what does all this mean for Lyles' future? Well, that's the million-dollar question. He's shown he's got the speed and the skill to be the best in the world, but now we know he's also got the mental toughness to overcome some serious challenges. All eyes are on Paris 2024, and Noah Lyles isn't just aiming for gold, he's gunning for the record books. This guy's got ambitions that'll make your head spin. He's not just talking about winning, he's talking about shattering American and world records. That's the kind of confidence that turns heads and raises eyebrows. Now, get this, Lyles has a unique way of talking about his events. He calls the 100 meters his mistress and the 200 meters his wife. Yeah, you heard that right. It's like he's juggling two relationships on the track. But here's the kicker, he thinks he can break records in both. Lyles isn't shy about his goals. He's been quoted saying, "I think I can break both records because I've gotten much better at the shorter 60-meter race." That's the kind of talk that gets fans excited and competitors nervous. But hold up, there's a new kid on the block who's making waves. Kane Thompson has just set a world-leading time of 9.77 seconds in the 100 meters. That's lightning fast, folks. Thompson's not just nipping at Lyles' heels, he's breathing down his neck. This sets up a showdown that's got everyone talking. We're looking at a battle between the established star and the rising phenom. It's the kind of rivalry that makes track and field exciting, even for casual fans. But let's not forget the elephant in the room, Lyles' suspension. This isn't just a speed bump, it's a full-on roadblock on his path to Olympic glory. The pressure's on, and it's intense. How do you prepare for the biggest event of your life when you're not even sure if you'll be allowed to compete? This suspension doesn't just complicate Lyles' training, it throws his whole future into question. Every day he's not on the track is a day his competitors are getting faster, stronger, better. It's like trying to win a race with your shoelaces tied together. The clock's ticking, and Lyles knows it. He's not just fighting against other runners now, he's fighting against time, uncertainty, and the weight of his own expectations. That's a heavy load for anyone to carry, even someone as talented as Lyles. But here's where it gets really interesting. This setback could be the fire that forges Lyles into an even stronger competitor. We've seen athletes come back from suspensions before, hungrier and more determined than ever. Could this be Lyles' moment to prove he's not just fast, but resilient too? The excitement for Paris 2024 is building to a fever pitch. Fans are buzzing, rivals are training, and the track and field world is holding its breath. Will Lyles make it to the starting line? And if he does, can he live up to his own lofty expectations? These questions aren't just idle speculation, they're the heart of what makes sports so compelling. It's not just about who's fastest on the day, it's about overcoming obstacles, silencing doubters, and rising to the occasion when it matters most. Lyles has always been a showman, someone who thrives in the spotlight, but now that spotlight's hotter than ever. Every move he makes, every word he says is going to be scrutinized. The world is watching, waiting to see if he can pull off the comeback of a lifetime. Leave a comment and we can chat about it. Please subscribe if you found the video entertaining. Until the next video, take care.